was most unexpected. This was not forecast. Definitely not forecast. Arts is, you can see where I left a bit of ice in the yard. Arts doesn't like snow, it stresses him out. He doesn't like any major weather changes, it's too much for him, but he looks pretty calm. Coop's got snow on him. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to go and get my big camera out. Coop, why are you stood in it? That would make a good picture. But yeah, who knew it was going to do this today? Not going to lie, it's quite cool, isn't it? I mean, a nightmare for them. They're not going anywhere, are they, today? It's not hugely thick. You can see my footprints there. But it's still nice to see. Right, got to go get the camera out. I'm all excited. Oh, if only if it was Christmas morning. 2 weeks to go till Christmas. If it was Christmas morning, it would be absolutely spectacular. I think we're only forecast for this to stay for the next sort of 20 minutes. And then I think it's meant to stop. But it's whether it freezes that's going to cause us the trouble, isn't it? Depends how warm it gets today. Coop, on the other hand, obviously has his inside area, which is dry. Nope, he's been stood in it. I mean, what are you trying to be, a snowman or something? I mean, you look beautiful because you've got snow on your forelock. But at your age, do you think you should really be stood in the snow? Not think you should be in your pen keeping warm? Well, you're a plonker, aren't you? Honestly, what do I do with him? I mean, he's obviously been out in it a while, beginning that he looks like he does. Yes. Coop, you could be inside. Yeah, you nana brain. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Coop's been out it in some while. Maybe he feels warm enough. Honestly. He's very itchy at the moment, bless him. In fact, this vlog's all going to be about Coop. Because I feel like we're going through troublesome times again, aren't we, mate? He'd like his breakfast, more importantly, so I'm going to do that for him. It's just so pretty. It has been a week of beautiful weather, 100%. Do you know what I love even more when it snows? Firstly, because it's on a weekend and it doesn't affect my work, yes. But how quiet it is. It's like eerily quiet. Like around here, Sunday morning is so busy. Like people are rushing around and there's always, you know, it's just really busy. But it's so quiet this morning and it's so beautiful. And I love it. I love it. It feels, you know, I know it's going back to like COVID times when people weren't actually going out as much. And also I love this kind of like glow you get when it's snowing. It's so pretty. I'm dying to get out here with my camera, but I'll wreck the lens and camera if I stand out in the snow for too long, so I'm not going to do that. So I thought I'd go for a little walk with Eve and just enjoy it. I cannot actually remember the last time we had snow before Christmas. It's been quite some time. So, yeah, got to make use of it. It says highs of 0 degrees today, which is slightly worrying because it's just whether this will thaw. Because as much as I'm liking it today, I don't want it to affect my work tomorrow at all. So it needs to go by that point. It's not tons, as I was saying, like it's not like a super thick layer or anything. So to be honest, the roads will probably be fine. But if it freezes overnight, the roads are going to be lethal actually. So maybe not so fine. Yeah, we'll have to just play it by ear tomorrow. But yeah, it's so gorgeous. It's so beautiful. And actually, because it's only about, I think they said it's about -1 right now. It's not as cold as it has been, so it doesn't feel that bad either. So it's like, it feels quite nice. It was meant to have stopped snowing by now, but you can see still, I mean, it's not snowing heavily. It's quite light now, whereas earlier it was thicker. But yeah, it's still looking like it's going to continue to snow for a bit longer. Is it really bad that I want to get out for dinner today? I'm thinking, keep snowing. I don't want to go. I just want to stay home, take photographs, be cozy inside, keep an eye on my ponies. So I'm like, yeah, keep snowing. That means I won't have to go. Yes. It's really bad, isn't it? So not festive enough, but hey ho. Anyway, I'm sure I'll catch up with you guys later and I will talk about our worries with Coop. Morning. It is Monday, and as predicted, the snow hasn't gone anywhere because obviously it was, you know, it was already about -1 at, I don't know, 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, so the snow wasn't going to be going anywhere. It's not thick still. I mean, we had a bit more in the afternoon, but it's not crazy thick. However, it does mean I'm still not getting my lot out, and it's going to make work tricky this morning. I have been told that somebody still wants me to come in, so I'm intrigued to know what I'm going to be doing. The road does sound like it's moving a bit better out there this morning, and I've just put my recycling bin out, and actually it doesn't look as bad as it did yesterday. So I definitely can get out. I just not entirely sure what I'm doing with their horses, because I don't want to take them out on the road. Anyway, I've said I'll postpone it to a little bit later. Anyway, so I have had a nice little sneaky lay-in, because I thought, I'll get up early. Artie's trying to work out how to get out as always. I'm going to just get on and muck out and say I'm sorry to them because I've got to stay in again. I have, however, I've seen that Sunday, so 1 week to Christmas on Sunday is meant to be something ridiculous, like 11 degrees. I mean, only in our country do we have massive 10-degree jumps. So we've just got to get to Sunday, guys. I mean, it's meant to rain next week, as expected. We can't just have nice, slightly warmer weather. But I don't care, because if it's raining, I can use my arena again. If it's raining, I can go hacking. If it's raining, I don't have to worry about ice. So I'm quite excited. So 1 more week of cold, icy weather, and then hopefully the big 4 for Christmas. Christmas is probably going to be super mild and wet and manky, isn't it? Sure. But anyway, it has felt so Christmassy. I have to say, I feel like it was Christmas Day yesterday, just because we went out for a very festive lunch, and of course it was snowing, and we saw family, and it honestly did feel like Christmas Day. I kind of got home and sort of sat on the sofa and was like, I feel like Christmas done. But anyway, I need to keep moving, because obviously it's, Artie can't stand it when I come out on the yard in the morning, and rather than feed him first, I talk to my phone. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't talk to me? He's disgusted with me. Oh. You're not starved. You get the most hated out of everybody. Yes. This is why I keep him. I totally keep him just for entertainment purposes, because he just absolutely cracks me up. He's a horse that shows his emotions very much on his face. When he's cross, he's telling you about it. Being a human horse walker, not sure how much I like him rolling when it's quite frozen under there, but anyway, I'm gonna hand walk everybody. As you can see, do not explode, don't. Artie's finding the whiteness quite spooky, so he's a little bit, you have a bit of a dig. That'll be fun. My arena's gonna be awful when this all thaws. Anyway, I'm going to do several laps on both reins, just to get everybody to have a bit of a leg stretch and a walk around. The road is actually alright, it's not too bad at all, and I've seen people hacking up it, but I'm not sure I think it's worth the risk personally. I don't think it's got above 0 today. It's been very cold all day. I have been to work, but I'm not ridden. So I just think let's just give everyone a leg stretch. See how we get on. It's not the end of the world if no one gets ridden, bar their sanity is my only problem. That's my only worry for them, is their sanity. But to be honest, everyone seems pretty alright, other than Artie being grumpy, which he's always grumpy. Anyone else just fine. You get robins. I can't zoom in because I've got gloves on, but robins at this time of year, I've never known a bird that gets so close to you. I mean, every time you whip your camera out, they don't come close, but this morning I was mucking out somewhere else, and it was just literally on the muck trailer right next to me, and I was like, I really want to get my phone out right now. They're just, and I still haven't managed to actually photograph one properly. I love the robins around. They kind of feel like you've got a little friend while you're mucking out. Right, let's start walking this track. Right, with the main, there he is, the main man. The other two were interesting. Artie got stronger and stronger and stronger as we were walking around, and we were getting faster and faster. My legs couldn't keep up, literally. So we didn't last very long, because I felt like he was about to explode, and I thought I'll never keep hold of Art. So I thought, short and sweet, 5 minutes, that'll have to do. I'm not so worried about Art. He's fine. Sienna, who is like the most chilled and laid back horse in the stable you ever come across, so relaxed. She puts you into a bit of a false sense of security. You think she'll be like, she's so relaxed in the stable. Yes, I was offering you a roll. Do you not want a roll? She's so calm, so chilled that you think, oh, she won't do anything. Get her into the arena, and when they grow like at least 2 hands high, and you're like, oh God, good luck. You're like, there's no way I was getting my phone out. It was like, hold that lead rope tight. Watch every part of her for any indication that she's about to explode. I'm watching, keeping my head safe, keeping my body safe, because you never know, is it going to be a front leg, is it going to be a back leg, is she just going to go up in the air? She managed to contain it. She had a couple of mini rears and some squeals. She had about 4 rolls, and each time she got up from a roll, she was like, oh God, I gotta go. I'm like, no, holding on to it. But actually, then after that, she kind of went, guess I'm not getting to go galloping around the school. So she kind of gave up. And then she walked quite sensibly, really, but she was just quite alert. And, you just literally can't take your eye off them, can you? Corporal decided he's already going out. You've been in here about a second. What's the matter with you? You get out of the way. So, yeah, so entertaining, but we survived. That's the main thing. Coop, so I don't really know why I've come in here, really. Poor Mr. Coop, my beloved boy. He's just... No, you're looking for acorns. I know exactly what you're doing. He's so naughty about acorns. You're not having them, Corporal. He is just struggling with old age. And I guess the being that he has a few issues like his teeth and his sort of allergies and all that, he's just struggling. And it's sad to see, and it's hard because I don't know what to do to help him enough. He is eating, but he looks poor. He does look poor. His coat's bad at the moment. He's started getting really itchy again. And it's because as soon as his coat grows, starts growing again, even though he's rugged up well, he just can't stand it. And then as soon as he starts to feel it grow a bit, he gets really itchy, like he's gone all scurfy, and his coat just doesn't look healthy. So now I've got to try and fit that in this week. I need to clip him. This will be the 3rd clip before Christmas. I've never done that before. Lucky if I clipped Coop twice in a whole winter. But it's like, it has to be done. It's like as soon as that coat starts getting a little bit long, he cannot stand it. So that's on the job list. I'm just trying not to do it while it's still so cold. Also because I don't really want to stand in the yard in the freezing cold. Saying that, it's looking like it's going to be quite wet on the weekend. So I don't know. We'll see how I get on, but it needs to be done ASAP. Food-wise, as I say, he is eating his haylage and moving it around. Stop looking for acorns. No, you're not having the acorns. I'm putting his haylage in different locations, which he seems to quite like. So sometimes he has it in a hay net, sometimes it's in his brew tub, sometimes it's in the wheelbarrow out in the pen. And that seems to be helping a little bit. He's getting his senior super mash, so he's, I'm making sure he gets plenty of liquid in that way, which is good. I spoke to the vet about his muscle development, and she did say it might not come back, being that he obviously had a year off of competing and, huge amounts of schooling. He wasn't doing much at all, really, just, oh, you're right, just doing a bit of hacking. She said it may be that he just won't put that muscle back on now, which is a bit gut-wrenching, and actually makes me feel really guilty that I even took him to some shows. Don't get me wrong, he did really well, and he got really good scores. But I don't know if I just feel guilty that I made him do it. Anyway, on Wednesday, he is having his hocks injected. Not because of dressage, and not because I'm like, oh, I want to, because of regionals, though there is a small part to that. But just for general mobility, just for general comfort. You're not having the acorns, general comfort and just all that. If we can make him, he's not lame or anything like that. But if we can just make him feel like he's a bit more mobile, then it's worth doing. So that's what I'm going to do. He's had his hocks done probably twice in the past. Not recently, probably 2-3 years ago now. So fingers crossed. I just noticed things like he stands with his hind legs quite far out behind him. He stands with them crossed. Not ideal. It's pretty in here. He sometimes just stands a bit awkwardly, and I've just known from the past that means his hocks can, they've never been bad, his hocks, but they could just probably do with a little bit of help. So that is the plan for this week, as long as we don't get any more snow and the vet can come. Anyway, I've been waffling on for way too long. Right, I'm going.